Okay. Hey everyone, welcome to Behind the Bar, presented by Was That in Good Taste. My name is your host, Chandler. And with me is your co-host and bartender. Who are you?
James Beery. That's me. JB. Big ol' J Bizzle. J Beezy.
J Bleezy. Jables. You could be Jables. Oh, you did it in sign language for the...
No, I was not doing that. Don't say that.
Oh. I thought you were spelling
You're going to
out
get me canceled out here.
I thought you were spelling out your name in sign language on the camera, because...
Terribly, poorly. Don't come at me.
Anyway.
This is Behind the Bar.
This is Behind the
As
Bar.
always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You got to do the thing. They call it a call to action. I call it a call to traction.
Oh, so that we can really get going.
Yeah.
We can really dig our heels in.
Dig her in.
So, I was having a craving for a fun tropical kind of drink, and I kind of pitched an idea towards you there. I was like, I want something that's like a fruity, but also kind of like rich and creamy, kind of like a dark rum type of deal. Like what I was craving was like a White Russian, but make it beachside. And
I hate White Russians.
um
Gross. I love coffee, but I don't drink coffee with milk. So cream and coffee.
Kahlua is kind of interesting too, because it's not quite coffee.
Yeah, it has like a funky little flavor.
But we've done White Russians in the past, and we've found like fun and inventive ways to kind of reimagine the cocktail. What with the loopy vodka that kind of made it taste like cereal milk, and like
That was great. I really enjoyed that.
I'm pretty sure we did some other funky concoctions with like the Jameson cold brew.
Oh, yes, yes.
But so after doing a little digging and going to a local rum bar and just sampling things,
A local rum bar.
I came across a cocktail that
Pinky's up.
I think kind of was getting at the flavor profile that I was vibing with, and then I pitched it to you. And so what we have here is a variation, or like a small little kind of an ad lib to the Painkiller cocktail.
Can you call this even? I mean, right now it's killing the pain.
I haven't,
But I don't think that
I haven't felt a pain.
Yeah, it's been nary a moment.
This is the pain
Without
terminator.
Pain. Yeah.
Call me one of the season arcs in Naruto that pain isn't in, because this is without pain.
Without pain. God.
What goes into a traditional painkiller, James?
Well, a painkiller traditionally, it's pretty simple. It's dark rum, pineapple juice, orange juice, coconut cream,
a creme de la
creme de la creme. Hold on, I didn't forget anything. Wait.
You said.
Oh wait, and of course, nutmeg.
Oh, the ground nutmeg.
And the nutmeg.
That's what makes it like boom, 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 boom. That's the thing.
Because look, I'll be honest and say I don't really love dark rum so much sometimes.
Why not?
Sometimes dark rums taste like rum that has sat in a barrel that's not interesting. I'm drinking it and I'm like, oh, rum. And I'm like, somebody rubbed this on the inside of a barrel for like half a second.
Sometimes dark rums don't even taste like that. Sometimes dark rums just taste like a rum that had some sort of caramel food coloring added to it.
Oh, 100%. Or like a drop of liquid smoke.
That's why, listeners, I don't trust any rum that says gold.
That means it's time. We're so silly.
We're so silly.
We have space now for the absolute, that for 2 years, that absolute vodka that has wood in it.
Absolute oak.
It's been 2 years, and we've never done a single thing with it.
We did do Godmothers. It was Di Serono and Absolute Oak, and
Listen.
I absolutely loved it.
Listen, it tastes like that. It tastes like that. Like somebody took oak flavoring
Oh, you're talking about like what gold rum tastes like.
Yeah, like that's. I mean, a lot of gold rum doesn't even taste like. It just tastes like rum with food coloring.
I can't stand the shit nowhere.
It's gross. No way, nowheres.
And then we also have tried overproof rums before.
Of course, there's a few. The one that's really popular now was it the green and yellow label.
The Ray and Nephew.
Yeah, the Ray and Nephew.
I would think we
corn.
use that.
Yeah, like Ray
Coquito
Buttery.
ones.
Yes,
Yeah.
like Ray Buttery.
Super banana.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've also
Like Ray
had
Sweet on the
the
nose.
Smith and Cross.
Of course.
That one is a little bit darker, a little aged, but it's kind of hard to get anything past that just intense.
That was
overproof
great.
rum flavor. I'm actually kind of curious what Smith and Cross would taste like in a Painkiller here, but I think if we were to do it, we would have to stay true to the actual recipe, because what we have in the drinks right now is not a traditional Painkiller.
This is what happens after you've had a few painkillers.
Yeah.
And once you feel no pain, you don't really care so much anymore about proportions.
Listen, the thing about a Painkiller is you left your worries on the shore.
Listen,
And I'm in the water right now.
after the first, you're like, ooh. Then you get another one, maybe top it off with a little bit more rum, splash a little bit more orange juice on there, a little more coconut milk, a little more nutmeg, a little caramelized pineapple that we don't even show on video.
We did have that pretty caramelized pine, because you got that fun new
I got a little torch.
or it's a bruleeing torch.
For
It's-
bruleeing only.
It's kind of interesting how a Painkiller cocktail is so close to a pina colada.
Yes, except I think that doing a Painkiller being a cocktail I've made before, but I still did a little looking, a little along line, and basically it's kind of the same. You get about what was it, 30 mils, which is like 1.5 ounces.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what 2 ounces is in mils.
Probably
so
60 mils.
it's probably 60 mils.
Like around there. I'm
Yeah.
guessing if 30 mils is
Yeah.
1 ounce.
No, that's 1.5 ounces.
Okay.
So that's not what it would be. That's not what it would be, okay? Anyway, so about 30 mils or 2 ounces, more than that. It depends. I like it a little spicy, right? 4 ounces of pineapple juice,
Mm-hmm.
an ounce of orange juice, because orange juice is definitely much sweeter.
Wait, are you talking about what the traditional recipe
Yeah, traditional. It's punchy. It's a punch.
Yeah.
It's
a
orange
rum
juice
punch.
and rum and a little orange juice, maybe, and then you put coconut milk. And then you shake it.
But what do we got? What do we got in here?
Well, I mean, what you have is that same thing, except I swapped the proportions from the pineapple juice with the coconut milk because you like it creamy. And I just poured a bunch of orange juice, pineapple, and rum, and I topped it with a little bit of coconut milk.
Well, that's not all that's in there. We also got
I forgot the pinac.
Pignac.
I feel like
It's got the tilde over there. Or no, it's not a tilde. It's an enya.
the Enya. It's a product of Holland. It's a liqueur of cognac, pineapple, and what is the third thing that's on the bottom of the bottle, Chandler? I don't know.
Vodka.
Vodka, yes.
Oh, and passion fruit.
And passion fruit. And
Wow, this is with a VSOP cognac?
yes,
Ooh.
they all are. So I also have the
Oh.
rosé one, which is the same thing, but it's like the rosé, the cognac, and the...
You know what's kind of funny is it's in the shape of a pineapple here. It doesn't actually say pineapple anywhere on the label. It says passion fruit and no pineapple.
That's true.
That's wild. You know what else is kind of neat? You can
Well, it
take
actually
it
says tropical liqueur.
and you can flip it.
And then you
And
know
now-
exactly what's happening in the rooms next to yours.
Now we got a party.
We're swinging, bud.
And so that's a pretty fun liqueur to
I
just
like-
kind of throw into like.
Putting things like this and stuff. Because look, it's very simple, right? You put the stuff in the room, shake it. And you're like, oh, that's good. For the next one, put half an ounce. Put an ounce. Try something different.
Switch it up.
Switch it up.
Also, we used coconut milk instead of coconut cream, What do you think that would do to affect
Change the texture completely. The coconut cream will change the entire color from that very kind of translucent, kind of lightly milky pineapple color to definitely a much creamier color and consistency because it's pure fat. It's just the coconut fat, right?
Is it sweeter?
No, actually. So it'd be buttery, more buttery.
Butterier.
But it's fine because it's mild. It's a very mild coconutty flavor. And then you just
I almost kind of want like a more intense coconutty flavor from this.
I know I say it's mild, but for some people it'd be overwhelming but it's coconut. It just tastes like coconut, but it's not like coconut is a subdued flavor. Coconut's not punching you in the face.
Sob, dude.
Coconut's not, coconut's taking out your sister for a good time.
Coconut
respects, your gender identity, Coconut's chill, man.
Coconut's just like,
dude, coconut, I didn't know you were cool like that.
I don't really care what movie we see. I just want to make sure I get my milk duds.
But in the kind of way where it doesn't feel like they're trying to make you pick the movie, but you actually feel like comfortable, like they're allowing the space for you.
Exactly.
To like be comfortable and be like, I want to be Barbie.
I think it's kind of interesting with pina colada and tropical like coconut, pineapple types of cocktails is that they're so tropically that usually like the color flavor profile to it goes from like something that's like bright orange and like red and berry and citrus and pineapple, and then it kind of changes, and then you add the coconut cream, and that coconut flavor just adds this whole kind of almost pastel hue of flavor over it, and
it brushes it together, man. It mixes it.
It creates a bridge.
I wish I had
all the things.
Like you take it and you're like beating. It's like you take the brush and you mix the two little colors. You look, and you're a little afraid, but it's okay. Don't worry. Okay. Little brush. Just beat that brush. Just beat that brush. Just beat that. But you get the blend together, and it becomes like watercolor, because the coconut milk takes the flavors and kind of just like. It doesn't accentuate them. It just
adds a vessel for them to carry through. And I really
we're so fucking gross.
I really like the way coconut and rum goes together. And I know I'm probably the first person to ever have had this thought.
I don't know if you know this, but I think you discovered that.
I think rum and coconut, classic combination.
Wow.
Can I tell you a little story about like the history of the Painkiller that I just found out when we were drinking this, and I wanted to do a quick Wikipedia on this cocktail?
I would love to learn more about a Painkiller.
So the original Painkiller, according to Wikipedia, the original Painkiller was created in the 1970s at the Soggy Dollar Bar at White Bay on the island of Joost van Dyke in the British Virgin Islands. The inventor may have been Daphne Henderson or George and Marie Merrick, the previous owners of the Soggy Dollar. And it was made using specifically Cruzan rum. And I had actually just tried Cruzan rum at a tiki or
we've had that before
at a rum bar. I think it's a pretty
we've definitely had that before.
Stocked.
Yeah, 100%. We've had that before.
So I was at a rum bar, and they had it. It was a Cruzan Blackstrap. And so it was very, very caramely, very molassesy, very deep, dark, and like a thick, syrupy rum. It was delicious. And so that's originally made with this Cruzan rum. I don't know if it was made with the Blackstrap specifically, but it seems like it would lend itself well to this kind of drink. Then in 1989, Pussers, Pusser, apostrophe S.
That.
Pussers Rum Ltd. filed a U.S. trademark on the Painkiller's name and recipe. And when the rum bar named Painkiller opened up in the Lower East Side of New York City in May 2011, Pusser sent a cease and desist order to the owners for both the bar's name and selling the Painkiller cocktails made with rum other than Pussers.
That means this is not a painkiller. Just like the dark and stormy.
Well.
Oh.
Because according to the official ruling, there was no official ruling.
Oh.
They settled out of court. And so now that means that the title of Painkiller is still open for variation. However, the owners of the Painkiller bar changed the name to PKNY. And in response, numerous bartenders organized to boycott Pusser's rum. So it's almost like in solidarity with those boycotting bartenders that we didn't use Pusser's rum.
This is not Purser's rum?
This is not. In fact, what we have right now is something I think is fairly interesting.
Lots of things. We'll be back. Coming soon. Again. Why not? Fuck it.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Here we have a rum that kind of just struck my interest because we were looking at it on the shelf. This is HSE Rum Vu Agricole. Now, I don't know what most of those words mean.
Oh, the magic happens in the cellars of HSC and Martinique, where Black
Martinique.
Sheriff.
Wait, is it Martinique or Martinique? Because it's French.
Martinique.
It's French Martinique.
Yeah. So I couldn't see it. Okay.
Well, because the other rum I've tried from French Martinique, or that shit, it might be French. Never. Clement also makes from rum agricole, which the difference between rum from rum agricole, which is also like rum RHUM, usually implies that it's from one of the either former or still French speaking nations in the Caribbean and South America.
Am I going all the way up? Is that what's happening?
Yeah. We're going all the way up.
Oh, not going to sing it.
So agricole is kind of similar to made from like full-on sugarcane. Agricole is like if you took a bunch of sugarcane and just mashed it into a pulp. And so the pulp itself.
So it's a mash.
Yeah. So like whereas other rums kind of cheat a little bit and they'll use molasses, which is a byproduct of sugar
yes.
production, or they'll use straight sugar, which isn't necessarily the wrong thing, but if it's like a refined sugar, you're not going to get so many of the nuanced defined flavors. So this one is made with agricole. It's from the sugarcane stalk itself. It's kind of neat. I've been wanting to try to mess around with fermenting some sugarcane because there's a guy on my corner who sells a whole bunch of sugarcane. I'm just curious how much it would cost to get like.
You've enjoyed sugarcane in your life, right?
Oh, I love sugarcane.
One of the best things. I love it. It's like not super sweet.
It's a nosh.
Yeah.
It's something you can
milky.
nosh on.
It's very milky. It's kind of mild.
Kind of creamy.
It's very creamy, nice and sweet.
I like it. I'm a fan.
Oh.
And I think in rum as well, something similar between sugarcane and I think a lot of wheated whiskeys is you kind of get a caramel banana, like a bananas Foster kind of thing going on with it. And I don't know if you taste it in this one at all. Do you? Do you taste it?
Wow, that's actually very interesting.
Do you see?
Like always, I'm taking it. I mean, you can look at it, but I mean, is it going to look back?
Like rum.
It looks like rum.
It looks like rum. It smells like rum.
What does rum smell like? That's a good question. What does rum smell like?
I think rum tends to smell a little bit more ethanol-y than some of the other alcohols, whereas vodka will kind of have almost like a vinegar kind of twang to it on the smell. Gin, it smells like pine trees. Like if your gin doesn't smell...
It smells like the botanicals.
If it doesn't smell like the botanicals, then you need a better gin. But rum, I think more so than whiskey even, because like the grains really come through on whiskey. Rum, because the sugar isn't super odoriferous, It's kind of a little bit more drawn in.
This is very sweet. I'm gonna be like sometimes when I drink dark rum, I'm like, yeah. I'm trying to be generous and actually taste it, like give it the true respect.
I think this is one of the more cost effective but still satisfying darker rums.